What you know about me? I seen it all, heard it all. Oh, what you know about me? I done it all, just want it all. Oh, what you know about me? I seen it all, heard it all. Oh, what you know about me? Oh, what you know about me? Oh, what you know about me?
Hey, y'all, welcome back to More Than a Title, episode 271, the end-off episode of our Black History Month celebration, man. You already know what it is. I'm your host, as usual, Jared, Chief Revenue Officer of Outside the Box Digital and founder of More Than a Title. And, yo, it's been a crazy-ass month, man. 271, Chef, yo, 271 niggas been working their ass off. We working our ass off. You know what I'm saying? We making it happen, man. So for first timers, welcome to More Than a Title. You know what we do, man. It's basically a raw conversation about the process, the mindset. How do we become successful, right? And this conversation is going to be no different than all the other ones. Everybody on the check-in, shout out to LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, everywhere, bro. TikTok's been booming. 200,000 views this week alone, man. I appreciate the love and support, y'all. It's been real. You know what I'm saying? My brother from the Bronx doing it from his couch, betting on himself, and y'all guys making it easy for me. So I appreciate that. And with that being said, I just want to give y'all some quick game before I get into this brother story, man. But shout out to my brother AD for this introduction. Shout out to my brother AD Dove, man. And I just wanted to say the power of having good people in your corner. When I first started this shit, I didn't have any circle, bro. I used to sit up thinking, how the hell do I get in some of these rooms, man? How do I have these conversations with decision makers? How can I help change my family's life? And you know what I did? I just took one step. One become two become four, and you keep building brick by brick. Yeah. And eventually, if you know your purpose and you're doing it for the right reasons, the way things are going to open up for you is going to be unexplainable. Sometimes I go through shit. I'm like, this shit feel like a dream, bro. So you know what I'm saying? So if you're doing the right thing for the right reason, get some right people around your corner and keep going, and you'll make this shit happen, man. And with that shit, you know what I mean?
Let's start the show.
Let me give my brother the proper introduction, man. Let me give my brother the proper introduction he deserves. Welcome back. Yeah, you already know it's episode 271. This is More Than a Title, where we go behind the labels and get into the real stories of who people are. This brother made his feature film debut at just 12 years old in the classic film Jason's Lyric, starring alongside Forrest Whitaker and Jada Pinkett Smith, portraying young Jason. From there, his journey took him to television, national ad campaigns, elite training at Chicago's legendary Second City Theater, following the footsteps of icons like Tina Fey, Bill Murray, John Belushi. But his creativity didn't stop there. He's also a respected hip-hop artist, songwriter, producer, multiple albums under his belt, blending music, storytelling, and live experience. He's built it. He's reinvented himself. He's recommitted to the craft, and now he's focusing his energy on acting while continuing to connect with the fans in authentic ways. So let's introduce my brother, Sean Christopher, a.k.a. Chef Sean, y'all. Yeah,
what up, y'all?
What's the word?
Man, appreciate you having me, man. Appreciate it.
Nah, much love, bro. Appreciate you pulling up on the show, taking time, man. You know, by the end of this episode, I want people to understand who you are, bro, and what you've been through, and they're gonna be like, I fucked with them. So let's take it from the beginning, bro. Talk a bit about, growing up, some early influences and
stuff. Sorry, man. I'm on the interview, baby.
It's all good, bro. That's life. That's real family shit.
Yeah. That's my daughter.
Oh, that's God bless, man. How's your daughter?
She's 5, and her little sister's 4.
God bless, bro. I got a 17 and a 7.
Yeah, man. I got older kids too. My boys are older.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. 17 and 7. You got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, the 17, I ain't, you know what I mean? He at that point where I ain't cool no more. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm still outside, he like, I gotta do my thing. My 7-year-old doing great things, doing AI, man, creating his own stuff. So I love it, bro. But back to you, bro. What's up with the growing up, early influences? Where you was from, and tell us about growing up.
I'm from Chicago. I grew up with hey, can you take your brother upstairs, please? He's following you. there you go. All right. Yeah, no, man. I'm from Chicago. I grew up on the south side of Chicago and then moved up north, like kind of like right by Cabrini Green. Went to school over that way. I had a lot going on early. My first job was a Crest commercial, a Chris, yeah, and then I worked with Oprah, and the Oprah job is what opened up the Jason's lyric joint. So
So, how,
it's
how'd you get into that though, bro? Like, what was Mama Dukes doing? Did she put you in like an agency or something like that?
yeah. Well, early she just started uh, sending me on auditions. I like audition here, audition there, but yeah, I did get a agent. My first agent was Shirley Hamilton, and then as as work got better, I got two. I had Shirley Hamilton and Harish Davidson. So um, yeah, they kept me busy, but like I went on roads for like Mowgli, stuff like that. I ain't get it. I couldn't sing too good. But I went on like four, I think like four callbacks, so it was close.
But shit,
For
you had to be on
for
a
the
Crest commercial early. Like, did you understand the gravity of that shit? Was just like, I'm just doing it.
Well, I knew I was gonna be on TV. It was like you're gonna be on TV. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, he's like, I'll take that.
Yeah, but it was yeah, it was cool. But I guess that was like the first thing, and it got me going. But Jason's lyric, it just kind of took me up a notch.
I can imagine, bro. So you said you was working with Oprah, right? Because you got the commercial. Then you started working with Oprah. How did it lead into the Jason Lyrics role?
Well, I was supposed to get the lead role for the movie, the lead role for the joint with Oprah. There are no children here.
Fire,
Uh, but
fire.
last second, Oprah decided she was going to play the father. I mean, the mother, and the dad was already somebody I didn't look like. You know, so it was like we're gonna go with somebody else. So they went with a friend of mine where we became friends, Mark Lane. They went with Mark, and they just put me in the movie. I had a principal role. I had some lines, but they took my lines out.
Oh, so they was walk through it. I mean, like extra at that point.
Well, I was I still had a principal role, so I wasn't no extra. I got paid
Okay.
principally. But my lines were cut. But I was all through the movie, kind of. Well, not all through, but I went to jail with them. We were, we went and robbed the cars.
Yeah.
We was breaking in the cars at the Bulls game.
Oh,
And we got caught and we went to jail. So yeah, it was it was that was the whole motion. So we in the courtroom and stuff. That was my main scene with Oprah. That's when I pulled out the business card on during the cut take. I was like, here, Oprah, here go my card.
yeah.
That's that shit was funny.
Yo, what the fuck is it like? So, how old are you at this point, bro?
I was like 11.
Shit,
I had,
11
I had
years.
to do it.
Well,
Yeah,
Oprah.
like 11. And yeah, I guess it was the same writer. I, I might be mistaken, but it was the same production company. It was some similar,
Yeah.
that they were like, hey, can you get the kid, that we didn't get, that we almost got to audition for this? And they sent me the script for Jason's lyric.
Fire.
Now, when they sent it, I was like, damn, I had no clue the magnitude of, what kind of movie it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I I I was blank. I thought it was gonna be like a low budget film or something, people in it that I didn't know. And I get that first person I see, after getting the job, first person I see on set was Jada Pinkett.
First person you see on set. She,
Yeah, I was like,
that's what she got as fish grease.
yeah, I was like, oh shit, that's crazy.
Damn, bro. So you go in and how many times did you have to audition and all that?
How many times did I audition? I sent in a tape and they mailed it in and they called me back. Well, they didn't even call me back. I guess they called my agent. My agent
Mhm.
called my school and I was at school and I think I came down. I passed the office. They were like, "Hello, Mr. Jason's lyric." I was like, "Oh shit, I got the role." I couldn't believe it.
But
Yeah,
wait, even before we go into the movie and shooting the movie and all, like, what was life like in school, especially after the commercial, doing the joint with Oprah? Like, how was regular life changing for you?
it really wasn't changing right then. Ain't nobody really noticed. You know.
It wasn't no sure you had to be a little shorty in class or something. I saw your ass or something.
Well, the Crest commercial was like 7. I was like 7, so ain't nobody
Okay.
remember me from that. But the Oprah shit, um, I seen you in that movie, you know, but remember they took my lines out that motherfucker. So it wasn't really much from that.
Got you. So now you're at the point you getting roles, bro. They definitely accredited. You working, you building.
Yeah.
So now you get the role, bro. You see, Jada Pinkett Smith soon as you roll in, boom. What was it like when you first start shooting? What's some of the lessons and shit that you got from that, bro? Like, I can imagine it was mad nerve-wracking at 11, 12 years old, and you with all these people who've been in big movies.
Yeah. I tried to come on set like, I knew what the hell I was doing. But Forrest Whitaker, he kind of let me know like, no, you stood like this, but the whole time he acting like he mad dog, he wasn't Forrest. So I really, I really, yeah. So I got some flowers. That nigga, he was kind of off. He was off a little bit, but that's what he was supposed to be off. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But like, even when it was like off camera, he was still off. So I didn't get it really at first. But yeah, he was in character. So I got a good lesson of like just how to stay in your character and keep, don't break character. And I got that from Forrest, man. Forrest was like, don't never break character, I'm always Jason and I'm Mad Dog, I'm like, okay. But nah, it was cool.
Shit, what was the dopest thing you remember that happened on set? What's one thing that you like?
That happened on set,
Yeah.
like it happened on set. I mean, like when we was on set, it was like kind of it was a lot of work, man. I don't need it wasn't really, when I
Yeah,
when I be filming, then take me, in the film and then as soon as it was, cut, I had to go back to school. I had to log in a certain amount of hours of like school
that's
because
crazy.
they took me out of my regular curriculum and fucked me up. So I wasn't getting the everyday school, so they gave me like homeschool. So it was like you know, it was work and then school, work and school. I was like, damn. So it was cool.
Enjoy it, yeah. Like you're enjoying it, but it's like you just working. It's just
Yeah,
days are going, B.
yeah.
So what's your support system like too at that moment too? So like mom's taking you to auditions, you got this movie part now. Like what's some advice, at least looking back now, bro, that you would give to young actors that are coming into something like that, bro? Like what's something that you learned from it?
Um, I would say just be ready. Always be ready, be grateful. But when you come to work, come to work. Have your job hat on. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact. And building relationships. So and also too, bro, what was like so like the mom is like playing your manager too, or you have an agency that's doing management, negotiating rates and all that stuff?
Nah, she was momager. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right,
she
shout out to
did.
Mama Love.
Yeah. She definitely was momager. At the time, I ain't like at the age I was, I ain't had no say so over nothing.
Yeah.
Really at that age. But I kept working. After that, like leaving. When I left, when I left the set and went back to Chicago, I was like, all right, wait till this shit come out. And It came out about a year later though. Maybe 2. I'm not even sure. A year and a half maybe. But when it did come out, came out on a Friday. Left school. School was already out. It came out in October. So I left school on Friday, came back Monday, and it was up.
You went to all the premieres and all that?
Yeah, yeah. I went. They had a special premiere in Chicago, and
Fire.
I flew out to LA for the premiere as well.
Fire. So shit. Looking back now, do you remember the premiere? What was it like seeing yourself on camera on the big screen, bro?
Man, I couldn't believe it. And for me being the role and my name.
Damn, I think I lost you, bro. You. Y'all. Damn, though. What a crazy story so far, man. So we gonna wait. We got some technical difficulties. We're gonna make something happen. But damn, y'all. Imagine being at 12 years old and being on a movie with Jada Pinkett and Forrest Whitaker, still having a homeschool, still being with Mama Love. You know what I'm trying to say? Think about that pressure. Still having to show up. It's a lot, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a lot. So once he come back, we're gonna chop it up. Yo, Sean, you can hear me? Yo. You. This is what happens when we go live, baby. Shit happens, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Sorry for the technical difficulties we have, and you know what I'm saying? Still, as you guys can tell, it's going to be a dope-ass story. It is a dope-ass story, and we're going to get into the evolution soon, man. But that's got to be a dope-ass feeling, seeing yourself on screen at 12 years old, being in a Crest commercial at 7 years old. And really, one of the messages I got from the story, too, was his mom. Shout out to the support system. That doesn't happen unless mom believed in her son. It doesn't happen. Mama was waking him up, taking him to auditions, making sure he's doing this, making sure he's doing that. And a lot of, you know what I mean? That takes a lot of support system. Strong support system. My broski. Yeah, bro. Now, I was just talking to the listeners, man, but like, shout out to Mama Love, man.
Yeah, my bad, man. Somebody called me again and just knocked the sound out. My fault.
Nah, you good, broski. You good, man. So you was talking about just being on camera for the first time, seeing yourself. You at the premieres in LA. They flew you out. You and mom got that moment. We looking at each other type thing, like, yo, we did it, mama.
Yeah, man. She was stressing though. She like, they said we can come down there. They'll pay for our room and stuff. But I gotta pay for everything else. So she was stressing about going to that premiere out in LA. But she made sure I got out there.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's because that's something you'll never forget, bro. Come on. You gotta be, especially now that looking back at it, the magnitude of what that movie did, bro. Come on, it's a cult classic.
Man, yes, sir.
Cult classic.
And then after the premiere, the after party was at the House of Blues on Sunset.
Fine.
And we go up to the House of Blues, and I'm standing in line, right?
Yeah.
And the lady in front of me, she was with a football player. I guess that was her boyfriend at the time. Can't think of his name, but it was Sunshine from Harlem Nights.
The sunshine.
Pussy so good you throw it in there, turn into sunshine. She's standing right in front of me, and I already was. I wanted her before I got in line with her.
She's bad too.
Oh man, that was my first taste of Hollywood, man. I seen Sunshine.
Crazy. So you at the premiere, you see Sunshine. So at that young age, right? What is it like being in them parties, right? People coming up to you, knowing your role, giving you love. How are you like developing those relationships, bro?
Everybody that I work with in the movie, and then people that I didn't even work with, they were just on the film with me. We didn't have any scenes together, but I was cool with everybody on the set. Eddie Griffith, we used to play the basketball. I think it was live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Tretch was cool. Tretch actually was dating my auntie. He seen my auntie, on set one of the days, and they hooked up. I don't know how long that shit lasted, but yeah, it was cool, man. My great grandmother came to one of my filming days, and
Fine.
uh, was hanging out with Tretch the whole time.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
it was like a little, for the whole point of like while we were filming, it was like a little family, you
Yeah.
know, and that's why it's kind of weird, when you see them later, and it ain't that same reaction. I was like, damn.
That's
So
I was
that's
just about
kind
to
of
ask you, bro. Like, so now you like family. Do you still speak to anybody? Anybody still show you love? Just check in. You seeing if you cool?
Alan Payne did for a little while, but
Shout out to
just
G.
recent. Yeah, but just G Money. But yeah,
Shout-
just recently he called me, and he texted me. It was like, do I want to play? He needed a stand-in. He needed somebody to fill in for him for the Jason's Lyric play in Houston for
Fuck,
for 2 days. So he wanted me to play Big Jason and
fuck.
asked me to do it. And I'm thinking, hell yeah, of course. As soon as I responded and said yeah, and what you need from me, boy, silence. I ain't heard from him since. He he didn't
Damn.
even respond or answer. Like, but he asked me to do the shit. I was like, I didn't understand it.
Ain't when
But
niggas do.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
man.
it is what it is. So.
It is what it is, man. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? But it's even a situation like that. If it ain't a blessing, it's a lesson, bro. If it
Yeah,
ain't a blessing,
yeah,
he called you. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you're thinking about me, cool. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have called anybody else in the world. Maybe some shit was out of control. Maybe
yeah,
I'm gonna do it. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Who knows, bro? But what
yeah.
happened? So once it drops and it starts getting love, nigga. So now you said before then it wasn't blowing up like that. How did your life change at that point? You going back to school, everybody loving you, everybody knowing you, and like you just what step after that, man? Because now it's like, yo, I'm here. What are we doing next, Mama Love? You know what I mean?
I started making babies, man.
Yeah, early, 14, 15.
Yeah, the rap that was when it came out. I was about there. I was about 14. Yeah, I ain't started right away, but yeah, that was the beginning of it. And
Being
I
nice
was
and
already, I was already fast, but I was, chasing girls down at 11. So
yeah.
at 14, I felt like I was in my prime.
Well, I was outside at 14. I ain't gonna hold you. So then
Yeah,
so you had your first kid. Obviously, that changes work. You know, tell me about life then, man. What's the dream now? Now you got a baby. What are we doing? Like, what's
hustling,
next for you, bro?
hustling, man. I was doing stuff, shit. Really, ain't had no business doing. I should have just been auditioning and shit. But I still, I went and got this Anheuser Busch job. I was like the poster boy for saying no to drinking and driving. But in the poster had me looking like I was drunk, and the words were coming in my ear like how to talk to your kids about drinking and driving, and it goes out the other ear, blah 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 blah. So it was a cool ass Anheuser Busch ad. Like I went out to Howard for homecoming one year, and I'm just at the bus stop, just left one of the parties, and the bus go past this my billboard, big ass billboard on the side of the bus, and I'm like, yo, that's my shit, But when I did the ad, they told me it's gonna be a magazine or two, like, they'll let me know. I ain't know it's gonna be big like that. It was a bunch of billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and that's the problem with ads. So I talk to a lot of people. I don't know if you've seen some of the shows, bro. So I speak to a lot of people that do these big national campaigns, and that's the problem. Once they have the creative, they can kind of do whatever they want with it. Feel me? So it's like hard to negotiate that on the back end. Once I do an ad campaign, you give me, let's just say 15 packs. You give me 15 packs, and now you got a national campaign. And how is you as the client, the creator, fucking have any say on that. They could put it anywhere, put it on buses, put it on that. There's no way to actually track that once you actually do it. So that's just basically what it is. Damn, I think I lost him again, y'all. All good, man. But shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. Shout it out. Put something where you checking in from. Let me know what's going on. What's good, man. This is definitely dope-ass story, man. I definitely appreciate him keeping it real, man. I can imagine that pressure. You being 14, 15, 16, you're in a cult classic movie with icons. You come back to the hood, you're still in school. The girls are going after you. You got homies wanting to be your friends. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, man. And then it's like, how do I top what I've already done? Not even saying like that, but it's like, it's at a certain level now. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you can't top it, but it's at a certain level. When you do something like Jason Lyrics, there's people who act their entire lives and don't get a Jason lyric. You know how like that's lightning in a bottle. That's lightning in a fucking bottle, man. So for that, it's crazy. And we're going to get into that when he come back in and give him his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's crazy. That's also just what's meant for you is meant for you. I'm a firm believer in what's meant for you is meant for you. What's meant for you is meant for you, man. My geyser.
Yeah, man. I'm having all the fuck. It's rough. It's rough for your boy this morning. My bad, man. The kids,
No,
all my kids ain't feel good. They had like a little cough, so they all at home from school. My other
man,
son, my
life is a
older
fight.
one, yeah, one of my older sons, he in the hospital right now. He had a real fast heartbeat last night. His heart was beating like super fast, unregular. So we had to get him to the hospital like at 4 this morning, man, and I ain't get home till about 7. And then I
Wow.
still got to go back up there because he's still there.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
man. So it's been a
Damn.
hell of a night and morning for me. But
I appreciate
God is good. I woke up. He woke me up. I got these pretty ladies.
Hi, mamas. Hello. Welcome to the show, mamas. Nice to meet you.
Say nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. Daddy
And
Day. Like,
can't leave her. Can't leave this one now. Say hi.
hi.
All
Hi,
right.
nice to meet you. I
All
hope
right.
you
Thank you, guys.
time and you're chilling with dad at the crib today.
Oh yeah, man. They got me. But yeah, this every day for me, man. The kids. Life living. Hey, close that door for me though, please. Zah, look.
That's real. When you was coming back in, bro, what I was basically saying, man, is just, bro, I could only imagine that pressure too as a young kid. Like you coming back, bro, you do something like Jason Lyric. You know how many motherfuckers that acted their entire lives, bro, and didn't get a
Hey,
Jason.
you said what? My bad.
You
I
know,
couldn't hear.
now you good, bro. I was like, you know how many people work their entire lives and didn't get a Jason Lyric?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Entire motherfucking lives and don't get that, bro. So I can only imagine what it's like when you coming home and shorties is on you. You got new friends, motherfuckers just want to be cool with you. And then after a while, it's like, yo, damn, not like how do I top this? But now you got a certain level of I'm here now. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I done did this. Like anything else, I don't want to do anything beneath it. But then how do you find another lightning in a bottle like fucking Jason Lyric?
Man, you got to get another lead role.
Yeah.
I needed another lead role under my belt. I still do, but I did get another one. Later. It's called Teeth and Blood. Uh, and it's out right now. It's on Apple TV. It's a vampire movie. Getting my ass kicked by vampires all movie. And but I win at the end, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
some rogue cop, you know, called Mike Hung. So y'all go check out Teeth and Blood too. But yeah, man, trying to top Jason's lyric at that age, it was topped out in Chicago. Like I know it's a bunch of stars and like people been in movies in LA. I wasn't living in LA. I grew up and I still stayed in Chicago after the movie, so it wasn't
Yeah.
that many child actors out there like that. We had me and I think Jason Weaver,
Crazy.
and yeah, pretty much that was it.
Man, he got his bread off the Lion King check. That Lion King royalty check.
Oh
Shit.
yeah.
Shit, I'm
So
paying jingles now, nigga.
yeah,
I get some of this Dr. Pepper money, huh?
some Dr. Pepper. You saw how she got it?
Yo, come on, 4 million off the rip.
Yeah, everybody started doing jingles after that, though.
But that's what I be preaching to people. That's why I have a lot of marketers on, bro. We have so much talent in the hood, and we don't understand it's interchangeable skills that equate to them brands. You sitting there doing graffiti, that's an ad that you were just talking about with the air going and one out the other. Somebody had to come up with that as creative director.
Yeah.
And I know creative directors that's making 6 figures right now, 200,000 a year. That's a good fucking job with benefits and travel, and you meeting stars. So I just want the people from my community to know it's possible, bro. Like even you right now, like you ain't even got to be in front of the camera. You could get behind the camera and get more bread.
Yeah, like like right now, I'm behind the camera on this documentary I'm producing, and I'm a music producer on it as well. We're doing a documentary on George Daniels. He's a music icon from Chicago.
Okay.
He had a record store in Chicago, like one of the main mom and pops joints, but he he was real big in Chicago for bringing like Biggie and Jay-Z to his stores, and he brought all the Maya. I was like, when I seen Maya at the store, I was like, God damn. I was at a rehearsal recently. I was rehearsing for a show, and Maya had the room right next to me. She still looked good, boy.
Maya. Oh
Maya bad still.
absolutely, bro. And so what made you want to come with the movie with that? Did somebody bring you the situation, or did you came up with it, independent?
Uncle George, he's like he's an old dude that got more life than everybody in him. You know what I mean? He's 70 something, but he like I got to tell him I'm tired, man. I'm going home to sleep. He like, man, we got another one. I'm like, damn, where do you get this shit? He got vampire blood, obviously.
That's how grandma
But
said.
he a staple in the community, man, and everybody love him. We come out to L.A., like Chris Brown, they bringing him to his table. Everybody love him, man. So I'm like, we do a documentary on this guy, and his record store, and his ups and downs, and his trials and tribulations, and we did it. And it's called the Music Man. So it should be out real soon. I got 2 of the main songs on there, and then I did the music direction for the whole project. So
Fine. And you did everything independent too, right? Because I just want how hard that
yeah,
shit is.
nah, it's all independent, and that's my thing. Like
Beautiful.
the Teeth and Blood movie was pretty much independent. We end up selling it, and kept some rights, but my whole thing is do it myself, man. Do it yourself. With the music, I'm doing music right now, like heavy, and I own all my own music. It's all me.
Come on, bro. You got to bet on you. If you want a piece of the pie, you got to bet on yourself. If not, then you got to ask somebody else to bet on you. And if that loses, then it's worse than the original bet.
Right. And if you want a piece of the pie, you can bake the whole pie.
Come on.
Let me bake the.
Why not, man? Why not? But people don't have the. It's just like you said, it's going through the process, bro. What I always say is not the talent in the hood, bro. It's the process. How many people gonna go to B&H or whatever store you go to get the camera, try to figure out what cord it is, what do you need, what lenses, who's gonna edit this motherfucker? How do we think about distribution? Who's gonna get us in the doors when we talking distribution? Who's got to plug in Tubi? Who's got to plug at this network? Who got to plug there? When we sell the shit, how much do we sell it for? Because this is our IP. Because you don't want to come through with the cake and you undervalue that motherfucker too. So it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
No, it's a whole lot. It is.
So when you distribution, what do you like? What was mindset there? Because that's like a new arena. So how did you guys get it sold and things like that? Like, what was the plan?
Well, we're still we're in the Pan African Film Festival coming up in 2 weeks. The week after next. So We're
Fire.
still pushing it. We're still pushing it. But we're looking at like Netflix, HBO, or what they call it, HBO Max,
The Max
and
joint, yeah.
uh, and Tubi. Tubi was actually offering the most money.
Really?
But,
I've
but
heard, I haven't seen how those deals are structured, but like I think it's like 30-40% to the creator or some shit like that, from what I've heard.
uh, yeah, or
Something like
it,
that.
it 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 depends on how much you willing to put in toward marketing too. So if you got a heavy stake in your shit, your percentage could be a little bit higher.
Got you. And they'll basically you taking something out of your percentages. Because basically when you're a distribution, you get a motherfucker like Tubi, they got millions of movies, million releases. How do you make sure yours come to the top? How much does it cost to put it on that main screen when you get on the
That
home screen?
that main screen, right? Yeah. See, that's the whole thing.
Get on that
It's,
motherfucking home screen.
it's a power struggle for certain stuff. Yeah, but that main screen, and not just the main screen. When you go to search and you type in that one letter, and you're not even searching for my shit, right? You searching for something else, but it's got the same letter. I want my shit to pop up when you type in Sean. It. You know what I mean? Like when they
Absolutely.
searching, I want that shit to pop up too.
Yeah, I'll take an
Early.
accidental view. Shit, I'll take an accidental all day. Shit, me. Them numbers matter
Yeah.
because that's what I don't look at when it comes to renegotiation.
Yeah. Well,
That's real,
see,
bro. What you saying? My fault,
no,
bro.
I was saying like I go to look for a certain song and I start typing this. It gives me all different selections with that letter. So I mean, you want to be at the top of that list.
That's a fact. That's that SEO, bro. That search engine optimization within the
Yeah.
platform. A
Yeah.
lot of these platforms, they're just search engines, bro. That's it. So how do you
Yeah.
optimize who shit come up first? And a lot of people ain't putting in the time to do that, bro. People are just
Nah.
just think that shit go, bro. So you're doing everything independent. You're doing the music independent. You're doing the film independent. How'd you get into the music? When did you officially take the music serious? I saw some of the drinks you did with Jeremiah. The No Name joint was fire.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you.
Nah,
Yeah. No, I started doing music. Well, I mean, I was a kid rapping, with the homies and shit. So, but like when I started taking it serious, I would say like 2016. I started really trying to grind, go crazy with it, and perfecting my craft, just getting better,
yeah,
you know, uh, because I really started taking it serious because I would say in 14 I started doing a rock band. It was like a trap rock band. It was me and a whole bunch of white boys, doing some old songs I made. They kind of remade the tracks rock style,
fire.
and
You crossing over. I
same,
ain't mad at it. Cross
yeah,
over.
same songs, same songs that I did, some years ago, but they put a rock twist on it. And that low key came from for Teeth and Blood, that movie I said I did. I did the title track for Teeth and Blood, and it was a vampire kind of wild movie. I was like, this don't need no regular like just trap song or nothing. I did like a rock, like I made it kind of rockish, you know what I'm saying? And so they wanted me to do a video for it. They brought in some white boys, and they were supposed to act like they were playing the beat. My boy made the beat, but it had like a rock flavor to it, right? But with some real hip hop drums. Um, they came in and was like acting like they were doing it, but they were really playing the shit. I was like, "Oh, y'all cold!" Like,
Yeah,
and the director of the movie, he's like, "Man, y'all should do some more songs together." Man, we actually started doing. I sent them probably about 6 or 7 more songs. They learned them, and we started touring a little bit.
fire.
We we did Whiskey Go Go. We was doing joints. We opened up for Snoop out in Arizona. You know,
Fire.
we yeah, we was snapping actually. You know what I'm saying? But like inside of me, I'm like all these songs old as shit.
They don't
To
feel.
me they were old. They were just old songs that they were giving more. They were trying to give life to. With a different genre. But it made me like the creativeness in me is like I got to get in the studio and make. I got to make new music.
Yeah.
And it was about 2016, maybe I want to say. I did the song called Color Money, and it was without them. And it wasn't with the band, and like my heart was just like, man, Chase, do your shit. You know what I mean? Because I felt more comfortable in my skin than like
Yeah.
you feel me? It just it
You
sat
don't
better with
understand.
me.
Unless you're an artist, you understand, bro. I'm an artist too, bro. So if you're doing something old, if I wrote some shit 8 years ago, I don't feel the same way I did 8 years ago. So me performing that in a different way, and even if we get emotion, it's always gonna be that fucking what if in the back of my head. Like if I did it
Yeah,
another way, right? Would it be another way?
yeah.
And you fucking play with you got that mental battle with yourself, bro. You're like, nigga, if I crafted that, nigga, imagine what they do with the shit I do right now.
Right now, right. So I started making new music, and uh, they was like, man, we love the new music, man. Fuck that band. I was like, all right, because it was, the whole idea of it was somebody else's. I just
Yeah,
rolled with it, and then at the time, like I wasn't. I could say I was partying a lot. I wasn't really doing nothing that made made sense. I was just doing a lot of bullshit. So that band kind of like structured me, and then performing. It got my stage presence. It helped. It was like a career builder. It was building me up as an artist while I was doing it, and then it made my like the mental my pen. I'm like, man, go write that shit. Go write. So I went back to the drawing board, and it's been movement ever since, man. I started with like 15 streams. I'm at 15 million almost right now. I got like 12, maybe 11, going on 12 million on one album. This new album I just dropped, I don't know where it's at right now, but I know it's doing better than the last album. So it's just it's a
independent.
constant. Yeah, man, it's a constant on the way back up.
What's been the toughest battle you faced, bro, during your career, whether it be through the acting or music? What's one joint where you was about to like give the fuck up, bro, and you was like, yo, something happened, you kept going?
Uh, Shit, I ain't never really been no quitter like that. So I'm not no give up dude. You know, I might leave a chick alone, like, yeah, I ain't fucking with her no more. But
Yeah.
but like just give up on something that I'm passionate about. I don't do that. I just
Not
if
even,
I
bro. Like I know us as you're an entrepreneur, bro. So at the end of the day, there's a moment where you got to make something happen. You might necessarily not have the bread to do it, or something like this. You got to rob Peter to pay Paul. You got to figure some shit out. So what's like one of the toughest moments you dealt with, bro? And I'll tell you mine too after.
probably I would say, I mean, like just in life or just like at work.
General work, life, whatever one you think of.
Uh, yeah, the toughest shit I probably went through, man. My son, he's got some. He's dealing with psychosis, so it's
Wow,
it's been real fucked up for him.
wow,
And that just came out of nowhere because he was like a football star. He interceptions. He was like number two in interceptions in Illinois.
wow.
Straight A student, and I don't know, he did some shrooms or something, and not the same person.
God damn, bro. So as a dad, how do you deal with that? That shit sounds tough. I'm a pops, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? How do you deal? How do you keep positive
Uh,
with like that's your child? It's like how you got to be there to support, but it's like, damn, you like, how, what are some things you're trying to do to Is there anything you can do? I'm not familiar with psychosis, bro.
Like he's just in his head now. He'd be arguing with I don't know who the hell he in his head arguing with. And it's just I don't know, man. But I think that's the roughest shit I probably had to deal with. Everything else I take with that shit. Don't nothing bother me. My girl, my mother. And he was so nonchalant. Nonchalant. She like to say nonchalant, but just don't nothing bother me. So I could say this probably, him dealing with that, knowing what kind of kid he is, what kind of child he was, is probably the most I've dealt with.
Nah, bro, praying for strength, bro. Like I can tell you're a strong brother, bro. That's a lot, man. I can tell you definitely love your kids too, man. You know what I mean? From father to father. You know what I'm saying? So I respect the fuck out of that, man. And shit. On a good note, what is one moment then that you look back at your life and was like, damn, I can't believe I was here. Like a mama, I made it moment. What was one of them for you?
Oh, when I got when they said I got two. I was up for nominations, so I was in consideration for two nominations for the Grammys.
Fire.
That was one like I couldn't believe it, And then after that, like I started getting paid more, like shit started doing good. But yeah, the consideration for a Grammy and two of them at that, I think that was like I can't believe this shit, like
Yeah.
So the work is there, now I got to get the nomination and actually win that joint, but, it's steps, it's levels to it. So step by step, I'm getting there. But man, that was big for me, how bad I want to, I worked for, like Grammy, hip hop awards, they done took the BET awards away now. So, you know, give me a Grammy, give me an Image Award. I was up for nomination. I was in consideration for two nominations this year for the Image Awards.
Fire.
But,
Bro, that
but
get home.
I just found out that I got beat out. I didn't get the actual nomination. They told me the list, and the first name he sent me was Kendrick Lamar. I was like, oh, all
Yeah,
right.
Smith, Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, like come on, man.
That was
But
funny as hell, though, bro. I'm supposed to be out there, bro. I'm trying to figure it out now. Might be out in LA in 2 weeks for the Image Awards.
man, if you come out, man, we got to bump into each other, man.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. When I touch down, anytime I touch down in LA, I call AD. AD, he type of dude.
Yeah,
He's up, we chill, bro. We go get some drinks. Family, you know how we
yeah.
do.
That's how I met AD. I know AD for a while now. And we used to tear the clubs up. But he know me for knowing where all the good after hour joints is. Like he said, man, you you know where all the good after hour joints. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. Even Dave Chappelle. I took Dave Chappelle to the after hours. Funny as shit. It's 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, and I pull up with Dave Chappelle. It's after hours, but they don't sell beer, right?
Okay.
And these niggas don't sell beer. They got champagne and alcohol, liquor. No beer. And I guess he came and he was like, he ordered some beer. And they told him we don't have beer. That nigga looked at me and he said, they don't have beer? Chef, they don't have beer? I was like, nah, no beer. So he bought like 7 bottles of champagne. He stayed in that joint. It was like a little hole in the wall, but the vibe was there. He stayed to about 6:30 in the morning. Had a ball.
That's a fire ass
Hold on.
moment. Shit, how the hell you bring him to the hood?
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, do your thing, bro. Do your thug dizzle, man. That's a crazy ass stuff. Bringing Dave Chappelle to the afties is nuts, bro. I love it. I love it, man. And you already know, y'all. We having a great joint, man. This is such a dope episode, man. I'm enjoying this brother, Chef Sean, man. Everything he's doing, man. Everything he's going through. Everything just y'all see what the grind look like. Y'all see what the grind look like. Now you good, bro.
My bad.
How the fuck does that happen? Bringing Dave through the hood, man. How the fuck does that happen?
Yeah.
Trust your ass to know the
All right, so before I moved, I was out here in California. I was shooting a movie, the Teeth and Blood joint, and
Okay.
while I was out here filming that, I knew I had to move from Chicago to LA. At that point, and that was when I made my mind up. But I met somebody named Sarah Mello, a white girl. I didn't, I just thought she was a great person, cool person. You know, um, we hung out a little bit while I was still here, but I went back home
Okay.
and I decided to move to LA. Well, when I moved out here, the first person I saw, like, cause I didn't have a number or nothing. You know, we didn't like connect like that. I just know we hung out a little bit.
Yeah.
But when I moved back, I saw her at some like art gallery party, and she like ran up on me. It was like, "Hey, oh my God, it's you! I haven't seen you since." I was like, "Yeah, it's you." So yeah, it was Sarah Mello. She ended up being, she worked at the comedy, I think the Laugh Factory. I was
Yep.
gonna say the comedy store, but she worked at the Laugh Factory, and turns out she did like bookings. She did bookings for Dave Chappelle and stuff like that. And I had gave her a dog one day. Somebody was standing in front of my building with a nice looking dog, and they couldn't feed it and nothing. I was like, man, I give you $20 for the dog. And they was like, give it to me. I was like, you serious? I gave him 20, so I named the dog 20. I'm like, well, I was like, the dog named 20. I spent $20 on him.
Duh.
But I couldn't keep dogs in my building. I kept it for about 2 weeks before they got hip to me, you
Yeah.
know. And they like, you gotta get the dog out. So I told Sarah, and it turns out she gave the dog to Neil Brennan. Neil is the
Right.
Dave's partner
Yeah, the writer.
for the show. So I was like right there in the middle of uh Neil, Dave, I'm Red was Donnell Rollins, Charlie Murphy, I was right there in the middle because of that. And they knew I knew all the after hours, so they called me. It's like, Dave wants to go to the after hours. I was like, well, tell him to meet me here. And he met me. And then we went to supper club one time. It was funny as shit. He smoked cigarettes in his
Yeah.
on stage during his show, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But we in the middle of the club, and he like trying to hide smoking a cigarette. He going down damn near to his ankles to hit the cigarette. I'm like, well, shit. He's like, hey, chef, give me another one. I had the Newports, man.
Newport 100s.
Yeah. Nah, not no 100s. I can't. They taste different.
Really is. Because over here, we usually, I don't smoke full, sir. I usually bust it down.
Yeah. Well, now I'm on good weed, man.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad.
Now, I try to stay away from that now, the tobacco.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact, bro. And how the hell did you get your name, bro? Chef Sean. How'd the name come about?
Oh man, I could crack.
What? You
nah,
got Franklin. You niggas Franklin with it.
nah, nah. It's just funny, man. My name, I opened up a studio in Chicago. It was called The Kitchen, and one of my clients, he was like, "We in the kitchen studios, you the chef. Matter of fact, chef, Sean, I'm gonna call you Chef Sean." I was like, hell no, and it stuck. It just stuck, and instead of Chef Sean, everybody just called me Chef. You know, I just throw the Sean on it you know, to individualize it so you know it's me. But everybody called me Chef, man.
Fire, bro. Shit, nigga. If I was you, I'd be nigga need a cooking show, nigga with a song doing the intro. You need to film that thing.
Hey, I could throw down too. I was thinking about it.
Shit, why the
I
fuck?
said I was gonna open up a restaurant, but I was gonna wait till I was 50. I felt like that was some older adult shit. But
Hell no. Be do that shit right online right now. You know the I know I don't know if you see the New York joints, but the Aki way where they come in, nigga be making the chopped cheeses with fucking gummy bears and all types of dumb shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
Nah,
saying if you go online, you get your shit lit like you doing, bro. You might as well. You
yeah,
in the crib, nigga gotta eat. Might as well film it. You got the camera.
yeah,
That only makes sense. Like she like, look, mama, like I'm hungry too. Like she brought the plate. Mama brought the plate.
yeah. The plate, the
Mama
food.
brought the plate. She like, y'all talking about cooking? That's gangster,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
How'd you link up with Jeremiah for the no names too, bro? Like everything was independent. Did you have to pay for feature and all that? Was it off the love?
Well, no, hell no. I did have to shoot him some, and then
Yeah.
it turned out I had to shoot him a little extra to do the video because I think John Monopoly the one he middleman that for me
Okay.
because I didn't know Jeremiah, but somebody on my team was like, man, because I already did the song. That was a remix. You know what I'm saying? So I did the song with Saya, and I remixed it. They was like, that's Jeremiah tone. That tone that she using right there. I think Jeremiah sound perfect right there. And I thought about it. I was like, that is this nigga tone. So I was like, reach out to him. And John Monop, he hooked that up for me. And yeah, of course he wanted a payment. He wanted a payment for to post it. I said, man, get your ass out of
Oh,
yeah,
no.
like you on the song, man. Like you ain't gonna post it. All right.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
wouldn't I wasn't fucking with it though. But yeah, some people like that, man. I ain't tripping.
Nah, it is what it is. That's how the industry is, bro. But I would assume once you actually do the video with him, though, you get to chop it up. You start building a relationship, yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever happens
Yeah.
from there, I'm assuming that's why he was like, "Yeah, I'll post that. He's a cool brother, whatever, whatever." Did you record it with him or not? Or he just did his own thing?
Nah, nah, he asked me to send him stems. He did it and sent it back. And it was fire. I was like, yeah, this shit hot. He put his own little flavor on it.
Hey
You
man,
know, he
I'll pay
changed a
you.
couple words at the end, which was fire. I like the little change up he did. Like if you listen to both songs, I like what he did and I like what Side did. They both tough songs.
Fire, bro. Nah, but man, I commend you for taking the risk.
Yeah. Now,
That's what it
what's
is.
crazy about that song though, I did it like I did that song. I want to say right before it was 2020. It was right before COVID, and
Right.
it was doing pretty good. But that shit, we had stopped. I went back to the drum board and started making other music. Man, they found it like about 6, 7 months ago, and it like blew up on its own. And it
Crazy.
was like a rebirth of it. They like Chef got a new bang out. I'm like, this ain't new, but it was new to them, and they just found it, and they was I don't know. It just had a hellified spike one day, and
Crazy.
yeah, I was just grateful, like I really had not forgot about the song, but I was like, all right, that one ain't do it. What's next? Okay. Man, they found that joint 5 years later, and started loving on it. And so I was like, all right, maybe I'll give it I'll give it a little push too. Turns out I was on top 40 on the Billboard for about
Fire.
4 months. 4 months,
Woo.
going up and down. I came from top 200.
Fire.
Worked my way all the way up to top 40. I almost hit 39. I was it was going up and up. I'm like, I almost hit 30 in the 30s. I was working on it. But you
That's
know, I
that's
couldn't I
amazing.
couldn't keep pushing, man. I was like, man, paper, radio, because I was doing radio. They playing it on the radio all up in the Midwest. Hendrick, yeah, what?
That's fire, bro. But I do want to say, Mac, I know, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep it from the kids and all that, but I do want to say, brother, it's been such a dope ass conversation, bro. And I just want to tell you, bro, thank you and welcome to the More Than a Title family. And what that means, my bro, and I mean this shit sincerely. Anybody I've spoken to before you, anybody I speak to after you, bro, you got direct access to. You got a brother now in the X. You come to New York, red carpet. You know what I'm trying to say? Red carpet. You need some whatever.
Man, thank you, man.
I'm
Thank you.
telling you, bro, like for real shit, from real, one man to another man, bro. I could just tell by the end of this conversation, you're a great father. Stand up, dude. You know what I'm trying to say? And these are the type of people that I want to celebrate. And so I'm glad that you ending off our celebration this month, bro. I just want to tell you, keep grinding, bro, because you got it. Keep grinding, man. Keep grinding.
Appreciate it. I will, man. I can't do nothing but, man. But I'm gonna grind. That's one damn thing. But hell yeah. I definitely got to come out there, man. Got to come out there.
Come through the X. One of my biggest, the biggest joints we got right now. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you my Instagram page. If you check it out, we did a walkthrough. So you know, we had somebody from Cali. He came through. He's like, "Yo, son, take me to the hood." Walked him right through the jet, right through the jet. Projects. We over here by Yankee Stadium. Where you want to go? So it was a crazy story too. Niggas pulling out rats. It was crazy. Niggas like, we good. If you was with anybody else other than them, it'd have been a problem. You a fan. So let's take pictures. It was just, it was crazy, bro. So anything you want, bro, red carpet, just let me know. And let's just build, bro. Like you say, I know you're doing independent, man. All it takes sometimes is just the introduction. Boom. Yo, something makes sense. I'll text you. Yo, bro, I think you should meet this person. I'll set up the call. Y'all do something. If some business happen, make it happen.
All right, for sure, man. Yeah.
And that's real.
Hey, what you said, though, that remind me of Ron Artest. He stopped playing for the Bulls, right? He ended up living in my cousin's building, so I ended up hanging out with him a lot. He used to give me like the keys to the Hummer. He had an H1, red H1.
Fire.
Go grab me some weed, son. You know, but you know he was from the projects in New York,
the Queensbridge.
So yeah, so he wanted to see the projects in Chicago. I was like, I'm plugged in Cabrini, so he was like, "Word, son." I was like, yeah. So I took him. You could ask him too. I took him to. I was the one who brought him to Cabrini, and he was safe to the motherfucker. Took him all around in Cabrini.
Fire. But I think that's some New York shit too. I got to see the hood.
Yeah, he wanted to see the hood. That nigga, he wanted to see the hood. And
like, we was in Baltimore. We did the same shit. Had to go to the same spot as The Wire. We had the couches. We went to McCullough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For real.
Yeah,
the couches really was there.
Nigga, it was there. What the fuck is this?
Hell no.
Nigga, clothes hang. I'm telling you, we walked
right through. Really was there, huh?
Out there, bro. We walked right through. We did a couple of videos. I sent you the video, bro. Shit is crazy. You're gonna be crying. Word the motherfucker. Shit, you gotta go to. I gotta see the hood. I gotta see how y'all out here. We went to in LA. We went to Nipsey store. We was out there. We was out there on Slauson smoking an L. As soon as it happened, That was like right after he passed away. We was chilling with Cowboy and all of them. Shit was dope, yo. And I think bro got another call, man. But I just want to say, we're gonna end it off, man. We're gonna end it off like this. The story is impactful, man. You heard what the brother did. First of all, his mother put him in a situation where he could be successful. Was taking him to auditions. He had to put in the work. He got a Crest commercial at the age of 7. You know what I'm saying? At the age of 7. Well, here go bro again. Yes, sir. I was just recapping the joint, bro. I was just saying, like, yo, if people don't get the vibe from this story, man, the message was super clear, man. Shout out to your support system. Your mom at an early age, man, made sure that you was hustling, made sure you was at auditions, made sure you was in the right places to be successful. You put in the work. You got the Crest commercial. From there, you in the movie with Oprah. From there, you're a part of Jason's Lyric, bro. From there, you're doing music. You're doing film. You're still perfecting your craft. You're still figuring it out. You're doing independent film. You're doing other films, bro. You're betting on yourself throughout the process. And you ain't letting nothing get through your fucking way. And so that's the message I got from this story, bro. And that's why I want the listeners to hear. This is a brother that's still grinding, still in the field, active right now. So support this brother, man. Support him, man. It takes a lot to do what he does. It takes a lot to do what we do. We got to continually bet on ourselves. And sometimes we don't want to. So you're around when it wins, but you ain't there for the loss.
Yeah, they like to disappear when it's those times.
Come on. We ain't with that. Whoever's A1 from day one, man. Sometimes you got to clear yourself. If it ain't a blessing, it's a lesson. You ain't supposed to be here. Because that's certain. Matter of fact, AD gave me this. This is the illest shit that AD ever gave me. He said on the show, he was like, yo, as you're climbing the mountains, like climbing Everest, as you're going up, you're going to lose friends. You're going to see dead bodies on the hills. You're going to see other people's dreams on the hill. You're going to lose your close friends. You're going to lose the Sherpa. And when you get to the top of the mountain, it may just be you and one other motherfucker, man. But that's what success looks like. And are you willing to go through that? And that's the realest shit I ever heard.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. But yeah.
That's the real, bro.
I'm gonna be fighting to get to that top. It might take a second, but I'm gonna get there.
Nigga, no Sherpa, nigga got a North Face.
Yeah.
North Face with a shiesty.
Yeah, with some long johns on.
Niggas gonna make that shit happen because that's how we built. That's how we born, man. We built for this shit. So with that being said, you heard the brother's story. Your chef, tell them where they can check you out at and where they can, holler at you for some business or just to, do anything.
Man, you can reach me at The Real Chef Sean on Instagram. My music, you can find it on all platforms. Just type in Chef Sean. Sean spelled like right there on the screen, SEAN. And it's popping. But yeah, if you want to, contact me directly, you can hit me on Instagram. I respond. I respond to everybody. I might as well respond to somebody. I don't know if you're gonna be watching this, but they was like, "Why I keep seeing dude in my feed? He ain't been in shit else." I was like, "Yeah, nigga, I've been in other shit."
Why you hating? Nigga, what you been in?
Yeah, what you been in? But nah, I've been in other stuff, man. But nah, that's the whole point. The work don't stop. What's the name? Samuel Jackson, man. He didn't really get his first role till he was 40-something, 41.
Come on, talk about it.
So, and he got a body of work, so, hey.
You just in chapter 2 of your story, bro.
Man.
You in chapter 2, man. So just keep going, bro. We're going to keep grinding. Anything you want to promote, man, this is your platform. You just want to come in, shoot the shit, smoke on me, and just promote some. Come through, man. You don't need an invite ever, man. Your family, you know what it is. Make sure if y'all reach out to bro, yes, he's working. So if you don't reach out right away, give him some grace. You know the vibes, man. But we're going to leave with positivity on that note, man. We're going to support each other. Episode 271, More Than the Title. I got my brother, Chef Sean. Make sure you check him out, man. This has been a real-ass conversation, man. We're going to catch y'all next week. You dig?
What you know about me? Seen it all, heard it all. Oh, what you know about me?